Okay, so we are finally in the last exercise from homework 9. This is exercise number 6 and it's about options. So as you can see, I already borrowed the table and the graph that we used in previous exercises, I think from the ones that I used for the explanations on YouTube. You have that file on Blackboard. If you want to use your own file, it's fine too. Remember, I also had to change a few things before recording the video. So be careful, like just don't copy it straight forward because you can have some mistakes. Be careful. Even when I'm about to do it, I will be careful again just to don't make a mistake. So let's do the exercise. Let's first analyze that the exercise says that we have a strike of 105 Japanese yen over a dollar, and we have premium of 2.5 Japanese yen. And they are asking only for buying a call and selling a put. I think I oversimplified the instructions because I didn't write down what I am asking you to do, but the thing is that I will always ask you to do the table and the graph. It's very simple. So, because I already have the format, let's write down the data and let's see if it works out, at least part of the table. I will need to do something by hand because it's very important that I do something. But let's see if it helps a little bit. First, let's do the buy a call. So for buying a call, the first line of the table are the assumed spots. So remember, this is just something that you can do. You can do any numbers, but my suggestion is that you start with the strike in the middle and then add up the premium. That's what I am literally doing in here with the formula, adding up the premium 2 or 3 times to the right and subtracting the premium 2 or 3 times to the left. So that's basically this first line. It's very simple. So you are 25% correct. Then the premium. And the premium in this case, because we are buying a call, remember I always talk about this, buying a call, when you are buying something, you need to pay the price. So that's why the premium, it's negative because you are paying for the premium, okay? So in every case, in every scenario, the premium will be negative for buying a call, okay? So I hope that's clear. Then the third line exercise or not, I haven't even filled it. You can do it automatically if you want there. You can write some formulas with if, the if function on Excel, it will help you. But if you don't want to, I don't know, if you want to do it by yourself, it's okay. And I think it's good to keep on practicing. But if you are very good with formulas, it's okay. You can do it and then you have your format, your table, your graph, and you just add up numbers in there. Just be careful because there might be some things that might change. So let's do it by hand in here. If you are doing it automatically, it's fine. So exercise or no. Remember, exercise means that the person who has the right to decide is going to use the strike, right, to buy the dollar. So who has the right to choose? In this case, I have it. We have the right because we are buying a call. So to buy the call, since I bought the call, if I exercise, that means that I will buy the dollar in here in X at 105. If I decide not to exercise, if I prefer to go to the market, remember this blue line is the market. If I prefer to pay only 95 instead of 105, that means no exercise and it will be a 0. Do you remember that? So let's do that analysis. In the first column, the market is at 97, sorry. So if the market is 97 and my strike is 105, where do you think I will buy the dollar? In the market, right? That means no exercise, so 0. Fine. Next column, at 100, will I buy my dollar at 100 or at 105? At 100, right? That means no exercise. The same for the next column, and in 105 it doesn't matter, so it will be 0. Because why it doesn't matter? Because it's the same. Even if you do the difference, it's the same. At 107, that's different. At 107, I prefer to use the option, right? That means exercise. And when I exercise, I need to account for the difference. And that difference is 2.5. Is that 2.5 positive for me? Of course it is, because I am paying less money than what the market is offering. So that difference, 2.5, will be positive. And at 110, it's the same thing. I do exercise and the difference 5 is positive. And in 112, the difference 7.5 is positive. And then there I have my graph. I was careful before to check if it will work. So that's why it's working, because the first time I tried it didn't work. So if it didn't work for you in the first time, don't worry, just double check. Now let's do the analysis on selling a put. I think very few people were confused about selling and buying, but let's take the chance of revising that in here. I will fill in the graph with the same data. Remember, it's the same data. The only thing that changes that now we are selling a put, and that's pretty important. But apart from that, it's the same data, 105 and 2.5 for the premium. So the spot, the assumed spots, the market, the assumed price of the market, again, is the same thing. So you can do whatever you want, or my suggestion of starting with strike and moving left and right with minus and plus the premium. The premium in this case is going to be accounted as positive because we are selling the put, we are selling the option, we are selling the right for the other person to decide. So the premium will be positive. So it's different to the previous one because when you were buying, you had to pay. So now it's positive, it's plus 2.5. Now in exercise or not, it's going to be different too. Why? First, because we don't decide. The person who is going to decide is the other person, the one who bought the option. So we will only have to obey, but the rule is the same. If that person doesn't exercise, we write down a 0. If that person does exercise, we'll need to account for the difference, which in this case will be negative. So let's begin. Selling the put. So we are giving the other person the right to choose if they want to sell with us at 105 or if they want to sell in the market at wherever the market is. So if they will sell at 105, they will exercise, or if they will sell at wherever the market is, that means no exercise. So where will they sell? They will sell in the most expensive place, right, to receive more money. So let's begin our analysis. In the first column, will that person sell the dollar to me at 105 or to the market at 97? Of course to me, because I am paying more. And that means exercise, so I need to account for the difference. And that difference is negative. Why? Because I am giving more money for the same dollar than what I will be giving in the market. I am paying more. I'm paying 105 instead of 97. So that is a negative difference. At 100 is the same thing. The person will exercise with me and I will need to account for the difference, minus 5. And the next one is the same, minus 2.5. And at 105, it doesn't matter because it's the same, so I will write down a 0. At 107, the person will prefer to sell in the market. So that means no exercise, and I will write down 0 because no exercise means 0. Then at 110 is the same. The person will prefer to sell in the market instead of me, and it will be no exercise, and finally no exercise. So here we have the correct graphs. So one final step, let's just analyze the graph. So break-even point, be very careful. The break-even point is where we don't make a profit. It's different from at the money. At the money is the play, at the money is exactly the same as the strike, 105. It is a place where the graph makes a change. It's like the slope, the change in the slope. And the break-even point is different. The break-even point is just where we don't make a profit or loss. So it will be 107.5, add to the money 105. And another thing where some people had some mistakes in the homeworks and activities, in the money and out of the money, start from at the money. So not from here, but from here, from at the money. So in this case, the happy side is the right side. So that's why it's in the money, and the sad side is on the left. And in the selling put is different. The happy side, I know it's the same. Happy side on the right, left side on sad side on the left. And then add the money is again 105, and break-even point in this case is 102.5. I hope that with this you can practice even more the options. You just need practice to understand it better. I think you have done already like 4 or 5 exercises. I hope you're feeling more comfortable. If not, let me know. So with this, we are done with homework number 9. I think it's an excellent opportunity to practice what we have been doing. It's a very good preparation for the final exam. So let me know if you have any questions. I will by email, or I will be on Zoom, or send me a text message.